Observing the contours of a woman's physique reveals that she is not designed for extensive mental or physical labor. Rather than through action, she fulfills her life's obligation through endurance, enduring the trials of childbirth, caring for children, and submitting to the authority of man, her companion. She is not assigned the greatest triumphs or tribulations. Her existence should flow more peacefully and unobtrusively than man's, without necessarily experiencing greater happiness or sorrow. Women are naturally suited to nurture and educate young children, because they themselves retain a childlike nature throughout their lives, existing in a state somewhere between childhood and adulthood. Their youthful vigor and charm, bestowed upon them for a limited time by nature, captivate men's imaginations and lead them into long-term commitments that may not otherwise seem justified. Nature has equipped women, like all creatures, with the means necessary for their survival, and only for the duration required, economizing resources. Just as the female ant sheds her wings after mating, rendering them unnecessary and even detrimental, so too does a woman often lose her youthful beauty after bearing children, for similar reasons. Young girls often view domestic or personal matters as secondary concerns, prioritizing love, conquests, and the activities associated with them. The maturity of women's reasoning faculties typically arrives earlier, but remains limited, rendering them perpetually childlike, tethered to the present moment, and often overlooking the broader context. Due to their weaker capacity for reason, women exhibit greater sympathy for the unfortunate, but may lack in matters of justice, honesty, and conscientiousness. Their reasoning tends to be myopic, focusing on immediate concerns rather than abstract concepts or future consequences, which sometimes leads to frivolity or extravagance. Women's innate capacity for dissimulation, inherited for self-protection in a world where physical strength is not their forte, manifests as a tendency to lie when necessary. Dissimulation becomes a natural tool for navigating their social and personal relationships, deeply ingrained in their character. The primary fault in women's character, arising from their limited reasoning abilities, is their lack of a sense of justice. This deficiency stems from their weak reasoning and reflection skills, and their biological predisposition to rely on cunning rather than strength. Nature's primary directive for women is the propagation of the human race, a duty they take seriously, prioritizing the species over individual concerns. This sense of duty, though subconscious, shapes their actions and decisions, often diverging from societal expectations. Women's frivolousness, their tendency toward indirect mastery through men, and their limited capacity for genuine interest in arts and culture reflect their inherent nature. Distinct from that of men, their pursuits often revolve around pleasing men and securing their favor, rather than genuine engagement with artistic or intellectual endeavors. So, basically, women's roles in society should align with their natural inclinations and capabilities, recognizing their inherent differences from men, and avoiding the imposition of unnatural expectations or privileges upon them. Only by acknowledging and respecting these differences can harmony and balance be achieved between the sexes.